This morning. Maureen, hello, how are you? And welcome. So welcome to Friday. I got it wrong yesterday, so if you went around half of the day thinking it was Wednesday, I apologize. My kids told me I was stupid because apparently it tells you on your phone what day it is, but I did not look. So anyway, today is definitely Friday. So happy Friday. So take a moment, settle yourself in, take a breath, and let me just read you this poem. It's called The Guest House, and it's Rumi. Rumi is someone a lot wiser than me, and he talks about how it is to be a human being, that basically our body is like a guest house. So all of these visitors will come into us. That could be all these different emotions. So during the day, you'll notice that different sensations, different things come up for you, that you could be really happy one moment, you could be really sad another moment, you could be a little bit anxious another moment. And when we have less to distract us, when we're in our home and we've less to distract us, sometimes these visitors can come in a little bit stronger. So what I'm looking for us to do is to really notice the visitors that come into our physical body, to notice what is bringing those visitors in, and then decide, do we want to turn off the news? Do you want to not read that particular blog? Or do you want to go find something that will generate different sensations in our body? So in the yoga, we're looking to notice the sensations, to notice our nervous system, to notice what effects things have on us. And then we can kind of make these informed choices because we're aware. As we build our awareness, we can make these choices. But anyway, this is what Rumi has to say. So rather than coming from the point of view of stopping things, coming from the point of view of playing, of curiosity, of changing. So anyway, the poem is called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if there are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from above. And as with all guests, let them come and then let them go. So taking our hands together, take a breath, and invite an intention for today's practice to come to you. All intentions are welcome. And from here, let's come to standing and begin playing. So as we begin today, this morning again, just notice how you are. Notice what's coming up for you. Notice who is visiting. So it could be a stiffness in your hip as much as a sadness or joy in your heart. So release, wiggle, play. Release shoulders, allowing that rotation, that twist coming from the feet. Notice if there's anywhere that's not moving. Just enjoying the freedom to be. Maybe with your arms in the air, maybe with your arms in the ground. Knowing that there's no right or wrong way of doing this. This is just you meeting your body today. And today is a different day than yesterday. So notice if you hit expectations. Oh, my hip shouldn't be like that. My back shouldn't be like that. Notice if you're making excuses. Oh, I'm like that because I slept funny. And then notice if you can just celebrate. Let me see if I can get my head in. Can you celebrate? Find something that you want to celebrate. Oh, I love how free my head and neck is. I love how wibbly my belly is. Whatever it is you want to celebrate. Yes, I did say that. And then gradually reducing that movement down so you come to stillness. Finding your way through to stillness. Easing your way. Releasing. Pausing. From this pause, find your breath. As you inhale, feel the breath fill the whole lot of you. See if you can feel grounded to the earth. Feel your feet on the earth. Feel the breath coming through your feet, spreading through your entire body. And as you exhale, can you feel release? So the slight, almost like a cell pulsing. Inhaling, everything expands slightly. Exhaling, everything releases slightly. Seeing how that is. And then from here, we're going to play with the sequence. If this is your first time and with us this morning, then just keep up as much or as little as feels good in your body. In fact, regardless, keep up as much or as little as feels good in your body. On an inhale, hands to heart. On an exhale, releasing down a little bit, closing down, shoulders, neck, knees. On an inhale, reaching for the stars. On an exhale, releasing down into your squat. Day one, go through this much slower if you need to. Have a look at that again. Inhaling, this time onto your toes, reaching. And then last time, we're going to come back into as much of a squat as you can and coming upward, including the back arch. Maybe on your toes, maybe not. Maybe including a back arch, not a belly flop. Back arch, maybe not. Exhaling, coming on down. And this time staying down. First forward fold of the day, so let's play with it. Have a little wiggle to the right. Have a little wiggle to the left. Playing, easing, maybe bending your knees to go a little bit more. And then once more, coming back to stillness, and from stillness, find your feet in the earth and rooting from the feet up through the legs, through the hips, through the spine. We're coming to flat back. Length. See if you can take that length from your feet the whole way to the tips of your head, top of your head even. And then releasing back down, hands on the ground. We're coming straight into our squat. Wow, look at that sound. Right, from the squat into the lunge. So lunge, taking the right leg back, playing with this, bending the front knee, straightening the back, runner's lunge, straightening the front knee, and maybe bending the back. I have no idea what this one is called. Painful lunge. Let's not call it painful. Hopefully you're not in pain. Playing with this opening up of the hips. Easing. Releasing. I call this like being the train track wheel, so that you're moving forward, moving back, looking ultimately to find glide. From here, once you're on your back foot the next time, leaning into that back foot and then letting it come forward, landing in forward fold, from forward fold, coming through your squat, maybe coming onto your toes, reaching for the stars, and back to prayer. Wow, look at that sunlight. I'm going to have to close it off so you can see. How sad is that? From here, let's go again, leading with the opposite leg. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Inhaling, finding stillness, length, height. Exhaling, curling everything over. Inhaling, maybe even onto your toes. What's it like to be out of balance and yet on earth, reaching for the stars, expanding. Exhaling, can you stay on your toes? I can't. Coming the whole way down into your squat. From squat, length through the legs, coming through the foot into flat back. From flat back, back into your squat so we can step back with the left leg. And play with our lunges forward and back, gliding if possible. Has this become easier? If this is your first day, this is pretty tough, so don't be worrying. If you have no idea how to bend the back knee, let's sit back, it comes in time. Or maybe not. The next time you're ready, you're leaning on that back foot, lean off the back foot, push through the ground, come back to standing, to forward fold, from forward fold, through your squat, onto your toes if you've been doing it for a while, reaching for the stars, and back to prayer. Tough to do it on your toes, eh? When we're ready, this time we're going to go the whole way through. Remember length. Find your feet. From your feet, pushing off the ground, inhaling to tall, exhaling to curl. Inhaling even maybe onto your toes to reach, including a whoopsie daisy, including the back arch. Exhaling, coming on back down. I'm staying on my toes into your squat. From your squat to flat back, forward, pushing through the feet to the ground, lengthening. So it's like a wave coming through your body. Exhaling into your squat again. And this time stepping or jumping back into plank. Find your plank for today. There's a video on it if you need to. See what it's like. How are your shoulders? How are your hands? How are your wrists? Is plank available to you? And then knees, chest, chin, or 8-point pose, chaturanga again. I have a little video. Once your nose touches the ground, come long, long, and then tall up to cobra. From here, releasing back down, keeping the shoulders well away from your ears. Nose to the ground, and now you get to press up. Ooh, good for your arms. Get that arm strength going. See if you can do it without being a bendy wendy. Butt back into hair, from hair, tuck your toes, and come to dog. First dog of the day. So walk it out. Have a little side stretch. Feel as you bend the front, bend one knee. Look under the opposite arm. Feel that side body. Oh, it's so yummy. Try the other side. How is that? Not quite as yummy in my body, but there we go. Easing. What about bending both knees, leaving your hands where they are, taking your foot back so you have the ski slope. And from there, maybe head towards straightening the knees. Maybe that's possible, maybe not. Maybe head towards having the feet flat on the ground. That's about 30 years of yoga, and then you'll be grand. And then whenever you're ready, look between your hands, step with your right, meet with your left, through your squat, coming back up, maybe onto your toes. Have you still got stability? And back to prayer. Let your breath settle. Finding that inner stillness. Can you find and hold that stillness in the instability? When you're on your toes, you're probably not so stable. Can you stay connected to the earth? Can you allow yourself to feel safe? When you're ready, let's go again. When you have caught your breath, so go at your own time and your own pace. On an inhale, come tall. So on an exhale, we roll in a little bit. On an inhale, come to your toes whenever you're ready to be unstable. Reaching for the stars, maybe including a back arch. Releasing back down, staying on your toes if that suits you. Not if it doesn't. Come on and off them. If you fall off them, back into your squat. From your squat, pushing through from your feet, through your legs like this wave, through your body, extending you out to long back. From long back, bending your knees, hands on the ground, We're going straight back into our plank, stepping with your left, meeting with your right. Second plank, is it any different? How are you doing? What's happening with your shoulders? Can you release? Can you come flat? Maybe not. My plank's not so good today. See how it is. Come onto your knees as soon as you need to. And then everybody onto your knees and then lay your body down. So 8-point pose, chaturanga, or just lay your body down. Shoulders away. Shoulders away from your ears. Long neck, long legs, and then you come to cobra. The lift is the last part. Easing down, nose to the ground, reaching through. How is it to really develop that arm strength? Notice is your back taking it? Can you engage your pelvic floor and your core so it's not your back, it's your arms? Into here for a moment, and from here to dog. See how it is this time to be still in dog. Is that like something you like? Let your breath settle. Let your neck become long. If you've got a curly back, instead bend your knees a little bit more so you can take your butt a little bit deeper, a little bit further away. Feeling that through your hands, your arms, your armpits, then your spine, through your calves, hamstrings, feet, the whole shooting gallery. Notice how you're building strength by just holding. And then when you're ready, we're going to try this jump through again. This may or may not work for you, so it might be stepping forward with the right, crossing your legs with the left, or that could be a jump. See what it's like then to come to sit down. From seating, lay your body down. So find your own way, whatever way that is, to come to flat back. Remembering if this is your first or second time through, you want to be gentle with yourself. Take your time. From here, we're going to come to a little moving bridge. So take it at your pace. If you know what you're doing, rock on. Moving bridge comes from your feet. So pushing into your feet. You'll notice engaging your thighs, engaging your pelvis. Then your butt is going to want to just lift up. Each time maybe coming a little bit more, there's a little bit more freedom. And if you want to hold it the next time when you come, hold, and then maybe pushing through from your feet one more time, you may come a little bit higher. Maybe pushing through your feet one more time, you may come a little bit higher. And then in time, unwinding, releasing down. As you release down, vertebra by vertebra, knees into your chest. Have a little rock and roll. Arms out to a T. Twisting to one side. Head to the other. Back to center. Twisting to the other side. Back to center. Hugging your knees in. Maybe making little circles with your lower back if you need. Maybe coming to a little happy baby if you like happy baby. And then whatever way suits you, coming back to seated. Taking your time and making yourself comfortable when you come to that seated position. So take time to get your props, get your cushions, put something under your knees, put a blanket around you, whatever it is that you require to come to stillness. And then just being with your breath. Noticing that your body breathes you. And now just taking a decision, a conscious decision as to where you're placing your hands. So it could be on your belly to feel your breath. Could be on your knees with your palms facing up, letting first finger and thumb just touch. Or it could be hands facing down. See what feels good in your body. Make conscious decisions about how and where you place your body. Let your breath settle. Initially following your breath, feeling your breath coming into your lungs, feeling it come to your belly. Letting your attention just sit on your breath. Allowing your intention for today's practice just pop into your mind, just reconnect with it, just check it's still there. And then let it go. Allow your Dharma pop into your mind. Life lived through you. Your purpose, what gives you joy. What is it that you would like people to remember you for? And then let that go. We're just practicing this pathway, strengthening the pathways to these things. And so now allow yourself, bring your attention to your inner resource. I intentionally use that word because it's pretty free from connotation, really. So that is your happy place. It's your deeper self. Using your imagination to create a picture, an image of a time in your life or of an imaginary place where you just feel well, feel that stillness, feel that joy. Common ones are walking on a beach, sitting with the sun, feeling the sun in your face, the smell of a newborn baby. These times of connection that we all have. Might be having completed a piece of work that you're really happy with. Just taking that moment. There's just a moment of like, before your brain goes into overdrive and brings on in all the other to-dos. So using your imagination to connect with those moments, any one of them. Allow yourself imagine the sounds, the smells, the images, so that the sensation in your body becomes as strong and as real as possible. And then let go of the images and just be with the sensations in your body. Your inner resource. Be with that stillness. Knowing that as we find that track, the more we walk this track to and from this place, the stronger the more clear the path becomes and the more available it becomes for you, to you every day. And then just let that go, knowing that you can come back to it at any time, day or night. And then notice what is present. Just notice any sensation that is present in your body. I want to play a little bit, start to introduce opposites. We're going to play a lot more with this next week, but just for now, notice. It may be that you feel cold in a spot, or tightness, or heat, or tingling, anything, just any sensation in your body that you notice. Just take a moment to be with it. And then I ask you, what would the opposite of that be? So if you feel a little bit of a chill or a breeze, if it's cold, the opposite might be warm or hot. If it's tightness, the opposite might be not tightness. So just see if you can find that opposite sensation in your body. So if one shoulder has a little bit of tightness in it, maybe your thigh has not. Explore and find its opposite. Using your imagination if necessary in the beginning. And then I invite you to switch back. Switch from one sensation to its opposite. The first sensation may have disappeared, but don't worry. Just see if you can switch from one sensation to its opposite. Taking your time. And if no sensations are present, then just be with whatever is present right now. Whatever visitor is visiting right now. If you have two sensations, then I invite you to see if you can feel both at the same time. And just allow your head to melt with that instruction. Be with that instruction. Be with whatever is present. And then let it go. Notice what is present now. What visitor has come to your guest house now? And letting all of that go, then just bring your attention back to your breath. Being with your breath. And as it's Friday, I have a Friday poem for you as you're with your breath. It's a closing prayer from my IRES trainings, given that we've been practicing some of the IRES techniques. May all your dreams be dirty. May all your fights be clean. May all your warriors be dancers. May your king be a closet queen. May whatever tickle your fancy pink. And may whatever your favorite topple you over the brink. And so now I just invite you to take a breath in and sigh it out. gradually have a little wiggle, have a little release, taking a moment as we come back to Namaste.